Hi, John from TAMA Drums and 2019 Namm for Gear Gods. You guys check it out. Love seeing you at Gear Gods. So I'm going to show you what's going on new for TAMA. We're going to start right here with this fantastic Star Bubinga drum set. Now this is finished in an exotics birch. It's a Scandinavian birch. It's a really exclusive birch quality product that is just gorgeous and used on super high-end elements, like wood elements, including furniture. We were able to get some of this beautiful birch and wrap just 5 drum sets for the United States in this finish. So they're available, 5 kits. They're super premium. They sound amazing. It's Star Bubinga Exotics Birch. SLP Big Black Drum Set. This is a 16 by 22, 9 by 13, 16 by 16, 1mm steel shell that has a beaded steel shell. And the inspiration on this drum set was taken from our SLP Big Black Snare Drum, 8 by 14 Snare Drum. So we took that technology, moved it into an entire steel kit. Whoa, steel drums, you say? What does that sound like? They actually sound big, fat, deep, rich, and warm, and I underline warm. You expect steel to be bright and kind of brittle, not so in the drum set. So they're super warm, very punchy, bombastic, loud, and these are going to be a limited edition, available probably beginning May-ish, June, in the early summertime. So SLP Big Black Steel Drum Set from TAMA. Moving into our Star Classic Maple drums, which are one of the benchmark drum sets in the industry. Great maple tone. They're nice and bright, and yet they have the warmth. We have a beautiful Maple Effects red and white oyster kit. That is a wrap, premium wrap from our friends at Del Mar, and it's a unique finish. I think we're the only ones doing it in the industry. Some people call it a candy cane, some people whatever, but that's what it is. And premium finish, inlay hoops, so the black bass drum hoops, satin black, have that vintage inlay on them. So that gives you an extra element of kind of cool factor. And of course, Star Classic Maple outfitted in die-cast hoops with our quick lock star mount system, which is very cool. And it's just a flip of a switch and the whole thing comes off. It's Mr. Ronald Bruner and his new signature snare drum. How did he design this? He actually did design this. So this is a 1mm steel shell, but wait. On the inside, it looks like walnut wood. And yes, it is. So we have a hybrid wood and steel shell that was designed by Mr. Bruner himself. It's a 6 by 14, no, 5.5 by 14, sorry, correct that. And it's really dry sound, and it's a sound that Ronald really likes. So that's available, just came out with die-cast tubes. So very cool new product for TAMA. And this is our Star Classic Walnut Birch series. So this is the new series that's replacing our highly acclaimed Star Classic Performer Birch Bubinga series, which has been discontinued. So we really searched extensively for their new shell material, did a lot of sonic testing, and we came up with Walnut Birch, which gives you a low, roaring, low end, kind of gritty, and a little bit biting, but also has the high end of the birch and the clarity of the birch. And these drums are singing with tone, probably not quite as dark and kind of with the really deep lows that Bubinga had, but they have a clarity to them and a little bit of a punch that the BBs did not have. So Star Classic Walnut Birch, there are various finishes. This finish you're looking at right now is Satin Sapphire Fade, and the configuration is 16 by 22, 8 by 10, 9 by 12, 12 by 14. It is a lacquer, believe it or not. It looks like a wrap, but it is a highly ornate and hand-painted lacquer shell with a process that is kind of a proprietary process from TAMA. This is our Club Jam Mini. This kit is going to consist of an 18-inch bass drum that's 7 by 18. Actually gets a really nice warm note to it, and then it comes with this snare drum, which is a 5 by 12 snare drum. It also is included with this bracket that is mounted on the bass drum shell. It doesn't include the arm, but we do have these cool vintage hoops. So it's a really tight little kit that's just really basic. If you need to do some grooves, some hip hop grooves, or drum and bass stuff, or any sort of just pocket kind of grooves, this is a great kit for that. Super portable, very price friendly. Abe Cunningham and a very biting sound. Sam Gamble rocking that snare drum, and it is a nice snare drum. That's a 3mm brass shell that has, you can see the vent holes in it, and it's designed by Abe Cunningham. So very limited in the United States this year, but it's a really cool piece, and everybody who hits it is like, wow, that's a really distinct sound. Very bright, open, and really bites, and that's what the Deftones go for. So our Superstar Classic Neo Mod drum set. Again, another little compact kit, but the beauty and the secret of this kit, it's a small compact kit, but it has really great almost full tones. And I say almost because, of course, when you have the depths of these toms, is 7x12, and it's a 9x14 floor tom, it's not going to be as rich and deep as full-size drums, but they're really close. It's a 10x20-inch bass drum, so what you get is the portability of a small kit, but with really nice tones. And if you need something that sounds great, yet doesn't take up a lot of space, I think this thing is killer. It has 100% maple shells, and the finishes are beautiful. Comes in 3 different finishes. Price point's good. Superstar Classic, maple drums in Neo Mod configuration. So of course, what new year for TAMA would be complete without some hardware, right? So we're really excited to announce a new pedal just launched today at Namm. This is DynaSync. This is TAMA DynaSync pedal. It is a direct drive mechanism, direct pulse, so no the dual linkage, and there's no chain involved. So what does that give you? That gives you immediate energy transfer. There's no slippage in the linkage on a sprocket that you would have with a chain. And that's the appeal of direct drive. That's why guys like it. They just love the immediate response. So being TAMA, we're like, yeah, we think that's cool, and we've been asked, can TAMA please make a direct drive pedal? Well, we wanted to do a TAMA version and our own style, and that means making something that's we think is a little bit better and can actually be adjusted to deliver a direct drive playing experience, but also deliver something that feels more like a chain drive and has power and speed. So we say this is power, speed, and feel. There's a big feel change in the slidable cam. So that's one part, and I'm just going to pull it up right here for you and point it out. So this is the slidable cam. You can see it will adjust along this plane, and you can move it in and out, and that changes the radius of the cam to deliver a more one-to-one ratio of movement. Superstar Classic red lace bark exotics. So we wrapped our beautiful Superstar Classic drums, which are 100% maple, in a beautiful boutique lace bark pine finish. We have 2 finishes available, the red and a natural burst finish. And again, this configuration that you're looking at is 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 by 22. So Superstar Classic exotics, garnet lace bark pine, and that's kind of what's happening from TAMA. It's a big walkthrough with you guys. Thanks for your patience. Gear Gods, rock the world.